Alright, so first I'm gonna have to apologize first for the microphone audio difference from previous videos. My old microphone that is sitting here has decided to take a shit. And I think I could rectify it just by getting a new mic stand, but any half decent one of those are at least $50, and replacing the entire thing is gonna be 120, so currently out of the ballpark for me. So again, I'm sorry that to me my audio sounds like shit, but uh, I'm just gonna have to roll with it, right? We're just gonna have to roll with it. Um, so second apology is so I really like this entire channel has been dormant for months now because I very specifically wanted it to be for whenever I read a manga, it would be like my own take or review on it, right? But the issue is over the past several months, I have just not read anything. I read one manga, which was Blood on the Tracks, and it was really, really good. But I it's not that I couldn't find the time, it's I couldn't find the motivation to sit down and articulate my thoughts like clearly, concisely, and then make a video on it. I really wanted to, and even to this day, I'm still beating myself up over not doing it. But I wanted to do it quick. Like I wanted to do it while it was still fresh in my mind. Now it's been so many months that I I remember the key story beats, but like yeah, I've lost most of it. Right. So all I can say is that I really enjoyed it, but besides that, I can't go into depth. But this video is going to be more on just things that I've been thinking recently. I recently watched a video here just today from Hank Green about his thoughts on how do I word it? Essentially chasing dreams, right? He doesn't chase dreams. He doesn't chase any dreams, and he doesn't necessarily think that people should chase dreams. Essentially, you should chase the tools you have, is what he said, and I articulated that very poorly because this is very impromptu. I didn't think about it. I just kind of hit record and now I'm going. So I paraphrased that very poorly, and I know I did, and I apologize for that. But essentially, it was figure out what tools you have at your disposal, what tools you can acquire, right? And that's not just like physical tools, that's not just like software, that is yourself included. Figure out who you are, what you like to do, and what you can do with that on top of the resources you have at your disposal, and then go from there, right? And I was thinking about that, and like I somewhat agree with that, but also I somewhat disagree. That's because, like, I, as a person, the only thing that has kept me going in recent years is my dreams, my wants, my what do I want in the future, right? It's not about the tools I have now or the tools that I can acquire because I have a good many tools at my disposal. My issue is what do I do with them? And that's where my dreams come in, right? That's where dreams are super important because they give you a reason, they give you a pathway, they give you something to do with those tools or a reason to acquire new tools, which is something that he did say. It's just he thinks about it in a slightly different way. For him, it's trying, failing, acquiring new tools, and then seeing what you could do with the new things that you have acquired, right? Have an idea, go for it. If you fail, learn from it, try again, right? That's how he says it, and like I can agree with that. But for me, my dreams are pretty much everything. And that's one of the reasons why I just wanted to sit down and like make a video just kind of to clear my head of thoughts, right? Not necessarily clear my head of them, but to put them somewhere so that they're not just bouncing around in my brain. Because right now I've been struggling so hard because I know I want to do something creative. I want to do something with my life that is creating, right? Whether it be writing, whether it be making videos, whether it be making like manga, whether it be doing something of that sort, right? But the issue is figuring out the medium that resonates with me because I've been trying to write. I've been trying to do novels or short stories, and it's just like it's not really clicking with me the way that I want it to. Um, I've been doing that. I have no actual artistic bone in my body, like when it comes to like drawing that kind of art. Like I've got none. I did recently find I think it's called Krita or Krita, Krita, which is a super Like, it's just such a good tool. It's such a good resource. It's just an open source art program that, like, it clicked in my brain. I started making little, like, pixel art with it, and it just, I had a lot of fun with it. And it's one of the things that, like, I want to do more with that now, but it's how? Because I've learned, like, if I open up the canvas and make it bigger, it's just like using Photoshop, and it's like that doesn't mesh well with me, but it's like working one pixel by one pixel that, like, I have a lot of fun with it. So I want to explore that, but the issue is, like, in the grand scheme of, like, the stories and the projects that I've started and I want to finish, like, how do I go about doing that? I've got no clue. I'm just kind of like, as I just call myself always, is I'm a bull in a china shop. I just go forward, right? I have an idea. I have no idea how it's going to look in the end or how I'm going to get there, but I'm moving forward trying to make it happen regardless, right? It's just that. And it's like I found an idea that, like, I'm very hesitant to share openly because I think it is such a good idea, and it is like a fusion of different mediums, like different artistic mediums that hasn't been done yet, and I'm afraid if someone else thinks of it before me and they have more like capital, they will get there first and then sweep it up from under me. I'm super, like, hyper aware of that reality. And I really want to make it happen, but the issue is, like, I've got a lot of it figured out, but the issue is I need to get the stories made, and I need to actually either find someone willing to help me with the art stuff, or I need to learn how to do art in and of myself. Um, but all in all, like, there's so much stuff that I want to do, and, like, my brain just will not let me do certain parts of it. And anytime I ask around and try to get people to help me, and, like, I'm not going to be all like, oh, numerous amount of people, but, like, it's been probably around 10 people who's offered to help me in some way, shape, or form, but then they just don't, right? They say, oh, that's really neat, that's very inspiring, and I would really like to help, but and then they say that they will help, and then they just don't. Even if I ask them, even if I try to keep up with them, it's, oh, well, I can't now, or, oh, this. And I'm not mad at them for that. Obviously, everyone has their own lives, everyone has their own things that they need to do and take care of, along with the things that they want to do, right? And so I'm not trying to impose myself on anybody. I want people who want to actually be here and help, right? I want people who are truly inspired and people who actually want to be like, this seems good, this seems amazing. I want to be a part of this thing, and I don't want someone to feel obligated to do it. I want them to do it because they want to do it, right? And it's one of those, if I had more money, which right now is a huge stressor for me because I'm waiting to for a job essentially to do all the background checks and everything. And I'm in a fuck ton of credit card debt right now. Well, a fuck ton to me. It's not like too much in the grand scheme of things. I can dig myself out of it once I get back on my feet and start working. But once I start working, then I won't have the energy to work on my other stuff, and I know that because the last time I had my job, I wasn't able to do it, and there's just a big old ball of stress is what I am right now. So many things that I want to do, so many things that just require so much time, and then because there's too much to do and not enough me to do it, I'm stuck in, like, old cycles to where I just end up wasting time, wasting so much time. Which I also know it's okay to waste some time, right? The issue is whenever it becomes a pattern, right? It's one of those because you need time for yourself. You need time to wind down and relax, which is one thing. It's a completely different thing whenever you're going multiple days on end, or multiple weeks on end, I should say. Because, like, right now it's going on like 5 or 6 days that I haven't worked on anything, and it's driving me crazy, but I just don't have the motivation. But, well, this has been about 10 minutes of me ranting. Um, so, yeah. Uh, I guess I'll just apologize again, one for the mic quality, two for this video not being what is normal of this channel, seeing how, actually, I don't even know, I think there's only like 4 videos on here now, so is it not normal? Either way, this is just me voicing thoughts in my brain and just putting it out there. Ugh. I'll get there. I'll figure it out. I always figure it out. It just takes time, and I'm impatient. Shit. All right. Anyway, I don't know how to sign these off. See you. Goodbye. Toodles. Yeah.